What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Schofield Labs. Today we are going to be adding a miter saw stand to our Bosch compound miter saw here. As every great lab has, they have a whole set of tools. This miter saw here has served us well for many projects, and the only problem is it's really heavy and it's hard to work with it when you're sitting on the floor. This particular model is the Bosch GCM 12SD, and we're going to be adding the T4B Gravity Rise miter saw stand from Bosch. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. First, let me show you the box that the compound miter saw stand came in, courtesy of Home Depot and UPS. There's portions of the stand that are, exposed. As in right here, there's a rip in the bag. I did take some photos when I got this, and if the stand is damaged, well, it'll be going back to Home Depot. I know when the UPS driver dropped it off, he kind of gave a smile and quickly ran back into his truck and pulled away very rapidly. So he knew the box was in pretty bad shape. Anyway, this is high quality Bosch product, so I think we'll be okay. We'll just go ahead and get started and see what happens. Does not appear to be any instructions, and sometimes those instruction bags come with some extra tools or pieces and parts. That's nowhere to be seen, so maybe that flew out of the giant hole in the box. We've got all the parts and pieces laid out here. It doesn't look like it'll be too difficult to assemble, but I did look up the installation manual. Instructions for the T4B. It's got a diagram of the parts, tells you what tools are needed, a Phillips screwdriver, 10 millimeter wrench, among other things. And there's also a parts list. So first thing we'll do is we'll check the parts. All right, one quick note here as we go through the construction. Just since I don't have the benefit of the instructions, I did spot this earlier, but I still messed it up. As you're assembling the top rail to the stand, just make sure that these are opposite the way I have it installed. It needs to be rotated in both cases, the top and the bottom. So these access holes to the 10 millimeter nuts are on the bottom. It should be easy to figure out. You've got a little bit of a label and a safety note on what should be the top side, and the other one down at the bottom is just clean. It doesn't have any labels or holes. Another quick note, as you install these nuts here, they do recess into a little bit of a rail, and it's a bit challenging to get any type of wrench in there. I'm just using a pair of needle nose pliers to get the bolt started. Once the nut is spun down on the bolt far enough, it kind of locks into that recession in the rail. And naturally, if you drop one of these nuts, it falls all the way to the bottom and gets stuck down there, so you're fetching a screwdriver or a magnet or something to get it out. So just a couple of quick notes as we continue the build here.
Well, that was it. That wasn't too bad. This is the T4B Gravity Rise miter saw stand. Again, this fits model GCM 12SD, and despite not having printed instructions, the stand went together pretty well. I was able to get the PDF of the instructions online. Most of these manuals are available online anymore, but that's it. Any questions, send them in the comments down below, but for the most part, pretty simple. All the material was there, no leftover pieces, and should save my back from using this miter saw on the floor.